So social awareness. This is the third installment, if you will, of the emotional intelligence as it relates to the spiral, and talking about that skill in spiraling up. And of course, I use Daniel Goleman's work. And why we're on social awareness, we've done self-awareness and self-management the last couple of weeks. So we're on social awareness now. And the most obvious and biggest aspect of social awareness in emotional intelligence is empathy. And I've spoke a lot about empathy, but I'm going to make a couple more points about empathy, and then I want to go to another level. So my points about empathy. Empathy is being able to recognize an emotion in someone else and consider their perspective on that, where it's coming from for them. We talk a lot about putting ourselves in other people's shoes, and that's not really quite right? We want to be able to crawl in behind their eyes and see out from their perspective. It's not how I would be there, it's how they are there, right? We have to consider, right? In the spiral, we have to consider their perspective, not ours, right? So empathy is recognizing that emotion, understanding their perspective from their perspective, not necessarily taking on that, not necessarily feeling that, not necessarily even agreeing with it, right? It's their perspective, it's their emotion, it's what they're experiencing. And just being able to acknowledge that and then show interest in that, right? I am concerned with you, right? I'm interested in what's going on with you. That's empathy, right? So those are the couple points I really want to make about empathy. Now, to the next level. If I'm going to show that concern, then I need to take responsibility, right? The next level on the spiral is to take responsibility. Now, I'm not taking responsibility for their situation or their feelings or any of that. I'm taking responsibility for how can I serve this situation, right? Emotional intelligence is about bringing your best, your best foot forward, your best response to a situation. So if I'm recognizing an emotion in someone and I'm understanding their perspective around that and I'm showing interest in that, my next step is how do I help, right? Is in service. How do I serve this situation? How do I bring my strengths, my talents, my perspectives to bear in this situation in support, right? And sometimes it might be connecting. For instance, one of my biggest strengths is connectedness. I have a wide network. I have a diverse network, and I know a lot of people because I enjoy it. I enjoy meeting new people, and so being able to bring that sometimes in situations when someone's experiencing something, I may not have a real means in which to provide service, but I know somebody who does, right? That's taking responsibility, right? How do I serve in this situation? So I want you to think about those two things as it relates to social awareness. And this week, as you're recognizing emotion in others and realizing and accepting their perspective on that, right? And showing interest in that, go to that next level of service. How do I help? How do I bring to bear my talents and my capabilities in this situation in support? And sometimes it's just plain listening. So that's my charge for you this week. Go be of service. Peace.